皆さん、こんにちは。じゃあ今日は Part 2 of our Japan Tour 2020 story. Japan is an island country in East Asia. It is situated in the northwest Pacific Ocean and is bordered on the west by the Sea of Japan, while extending from the Sea of Okhotsk in the north toward the East China Sea, Philippine Sea, and Taiwan in the south. Traditional Japanese homes are made of wood and supported by wooden pillars, but today's homes usually have Western-style rooms with wooden flooring and are often constructed with steel pillars. More and more families in urban areas, moreover, live in large, ferro-concrete apartment buildings. When the Japanese government around the beginning of the 7th century, it used a term meaning the land where the sun rises. The exact phrase in the message was from the emperor of the land of the rising sun to the emperor of the land of the setting sun. According to the words of the Japanese envoy himself, that name was chosen because the country was close to where the sun rises. In any event, the name stuck, and for the last 1400 years or so, the world has referred to Japan as Nippon, the land of the rising sun. What does the Japanese flag mean? It means circle of the sun. The Japanese flag is made up of a red circle symbolizing the sun against a white background. It is known as the Hinomaru in Japanese, meaning circle of the sun. It is because Japan lies at the far west of the Pacific Ocean. The sun rises spectacularly over the sea to the east. What does the white of the Japanese flag mean? What is the meaning behind the colors of the Japanese flag? The white color is a symbol of integrity and honesty of the people, while the red sun disk is a representation of Amaterasu, the sun goddess. Tradition and history books claim she founded Japan and that emperors descend from her. So how does Japan earn most of its money? How do Japanese make money? The largest industries are agriculture and fishing, manufacturing, and tourism, among others. Japan's GDP, or gross domestic product per sector, is as follows: services 71.4%, industry 27.5%, and agriculture 1.2%. 0.2% of the population of Japan lives the poverty line of under $1.90 a day. The employment rate is 2.90%. This is based from worldatlas.com 2019. And what is Japan's main industry? Japan's major export industries include automobiles, consumer electronics, computers, semiconductors, and iron and steel. Additionally, key industries in Japan's economy are mining, non-ferrous metals, petrochemicals, pharmaceuticals, bioindustry, shipbuilding, aerospace, textiles, and processed foods. And why Japanese are so successful? Self-restraint and discipline are hallmarks of Japanese society. These values translate themselves into tangible qualities in Japanese citizens: punctuality, and calmness. Japanese people are generally law-abiding citizens who strive to behave in a way that brings honor and success to their communities. What is very famous in Japan? Japan is famous for natural sights like cherry blossoms and Mount Fuji, cutting-edge technology like Japanese cars and bullet trains, wacky inventions like karaoke and vending machines, cultural values like politeness and punctuality, popular anime and manga, and mouth-watering food like ramen, sashimi, and sushi. The amazing things in Japan are Shinkansen, their safety and security, their vending machines, convenience stores, onsen, Japanese toilet styles, unique food flavors, the gardens and public parks, centuries-old structures, festivals, new model cars, temples, the four seasons, spring, summer, fall or autumn, and winter, and agricultural equipments, and many others. So why is Japan so popular? Japan's architecture, art, traditions, crafts, also its worldwide known pop culture, including manga, anime, and video games. It's something that definitely only Japan can offer. No other country contains the same characteristics. What kind of country is Japan? Japan is a constitutional monarchy, but the emperor, or what they call Tenno, is limited. According to the Constitution of 1947, Japan is a parliamentary democracy. The ceremonial head of state is the emperor, the head of the government of Japan. Does Japan have a minimum wage law? The statutory working hours are 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week. For certain size and types of industry, 44 hours a week. Japan's minimum wage is the lowest amount a worker can be legally paid for his work. Most countries have a nationwide minimum wage that all workers must be paid. Japan's prefectural minimum wage range from 714 yen to 932 yen per hour for all workers. You, do you want to go to Japan? For what purpose? A family? Visiting relative? Tourist? International study? Employer? Government or private sector business personality? Or an employee? Well, whatever your purpose is, that's up to you. The important is when you aspire to have an entry in Japan, considering their language, culture, laws, regulations, and policies with manner and right conduct. I highly recommend you to study Japanese language, how to speak and write. Just see my previous videos and my uploads later. Jane! Enjoy!